is Queen JT and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for clicking this video and I hope you stay tuned to subscribe to my other videos. I do have a new video that I just released. What was that? Oh, morning skincare routine. I think about what did I release? But yeah, I just released my morning skincare routine. That was a sponsored video by Wow Skin Science, and I know before then I released a vlog. So be sure to go ahead and check out those videos, and remember, every Friday at 12 noon I do release new videos every week. And if you are a returning subby, thank you, welcome back. I'm excited to do this video for a few reasons. One, if you can't already tell by the title of this video, these are ways to prepare for graduate school. As you guys know, for who are my regular subscribers, I am in graduate school receiving my master's in social work, and I do have a bachelor's degree in social work as well. So I kind of want to share a little bit of my story and give advice for those who are interested in graduate school. That are not right now. Jinx just want to be bad right now. Stop it. So there are different levels and things to going to grad school. So you have those who graduated from undergrad, and let's say they wait about a year or two to transition to graduate school, and then you have those who are in undergrad that go straight into graduate school. So I kind of can't speak on both experiences only because when I was in undergrad, especially my junior senior year, I was applying to graduate school. So I can share my experience and how I at least prepared for it on that sense, and then I can also tell you how to prepare for graduate school on this side of the level where you have been out of undergrad for a few years, not that long now, but I've been out of undergrad for a couple years now, and just that trying to get back into graduate school because I did take a break, so I can't speak on those two things, just so it can be helpful to someone who's thinking about graduate school. So if there's more information you guys want to learn, definitely stay tuned. Any of my college students who are in undergrad and you think about graduate school, they even tell you to start thinking as early as your freshman year of college. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't even thinking that far in. I was like, I just got here, why am I thinking about graduate school? I'm just trying to make it to my 8 o'clock class. That was me freshman year. But they do say at least start thinking about graduate school, depending also on your major as well. Some majors do require you to at least seek a higher degree. Some examples I could throw out there is psychology, biology, social work, any of those social science courses. A lot of them do require you to at least seek a master's. So they do try to encourage folks freshman, sophomore year to at least look into graduate school, what programs you want to do, and just different things like that. So I want to say it was my junior, senior year. That's when I kind of started thinking about graduate school, only because I was told this as well, that there wasn't really too many job opportunities coming out of school with just a bachelor's degree. And first I had this whole idea in my head that once I received a bachelor's degree, I was gonna make a lot of money. I was gonna be able to help pay my mom's bills, just because I'm a first generation college student. So I had this whole idea in my head that when I graduate, I was gonna be good, I was gonna be set. So I wasn't too much thinking about going to grad school. Grad school was only an option there just to make more money that I thought I was going to make as a bachelor's. But the joke was on me, y'all. But as a junior, I started looking at different programs. I was looking outside of North Carolina. I was looking at schools like Howard. What else? I think I looked at Virginia too. But I know I was definitely looking at Howard in their social work program. So I started just doing a lot of my research online, also looking at tuition costs, because this was before COVID. Most programs did require you to be in person, for you to like I said, be in person. So I was looking at how much it would cost to move out of state, and I was also looking at in-state as well. I was looking at schools like NC State. Who else was I looking at? I was looking at different schools, so many different schools, and I even went to orientation just to get any questions answered, and just to see hey, what program best fit my needs and everything. So, and also just the requirements as well. So I just did a lot of my research, and I just tried to weigh out my options to see, okay, what would be best for me, especially if I'm taking out a loan to go to graduate school, or can I find some scholarships? Because I had scholarships in undergrad, but those scholarships were only valid for undergrad, and I knew they wasn't going to be valid for going to grad school. So just doing a lot of research the program, research the cost of everything. And and this goes on both levels. And like I said, I'm still speaking on the undergraduate level. If you are in college right now and you are thinking about graduate school, also see like, hey, what job could I still be working while I'm going to grad school? Because when you guys are leaving from undergrad to graduate school, you know, that adult life be sneaking up on you. Like, it slaps you right there after you leave undergrad. It kind of hits you right there after you leave undergrad. So you got to see, hey, what jobs can I work? What can I still be able to do? And see how your class schedule is. So research is my biggest thing. Research. Alright, so once you like narrow down what schools you want to go to, the next thing, and this is also going to like the graduate, older transitioning graduate student as well. Your statement of purpose. So you have to write an essay. Once you do your research, some schools require you to take GREs or a particular type of testing. See what schools require you to do and what schools don't. When I was looking into schools, some of them required me to have GREs, some of them don't. I'm going to be very, very, very honest with y'all. I was looking at schools that were not requiring a GRE because I didn't want to take it, and I'm just like, why do I need to take this to determine what, like, I know some schools didn't really look at scores, or if they did, they didn't really care too much about what your score was. They just want you to take it. And then certain schools wanted you to have a certain high score, and I said, look, for me personally, once you identify what your needs are, for me, I said it's not that deep for me. I just don't want to take the GRE, period. I'm not about to study for something. I said I didn't want to do it. That was just my personal reasons I didn't want to do it. I said I already took the SAT, ACT to get into college. Well, I got to do this all over again. So me particularly, I was really looking at schools that didn't require the GRE. So once I kind of narrowed down from there, getting my personal statement together. So understanding, hey, what is your why? Why are you coming to this program? What can you contribute to this program? A lot of them do ask questions like that, and just understanding your purpose and your reason why. Also, what will a master's help you? Like, how will getting a master's help you out here? So, and that could go for any field, whether that's a master's in nursing, a master's in education, what else? A master's in biology. So, they just kind of want to understand, like, hey, if we're letting you into this program, how can you contribute to the program, and why should we choose you to be in this program? Because some programs really do have a select number of students they can take in. So you just kind of want to make your essay as strong as possible. Even have like a professor, a trusted professor, to even look over it. And then since we are on the topic of professors, even have your professors write your recommendation letters. I know I had the department head chair write my recommendation letter. I had the director of cultural services, and who else? And I had my mentor write my letter. So I had some heavy hitters to write my stuff for me, people who I trusted and built relationships with over the last like few years, who have seen me, you know, academic achievement, socially, who can't vouch for me. So I would say just trusted people who could speak very, very, very positive about you. Okay, so another thing, we are considering graduate school. So now I'm going to speak on like the graduate school level, coming from, I graduated from undergrad and I took a break, and I'm here. I'm coming back like I never left, even though I left. So I'm about to speak on that term, but this could still relate and pertain to undergrad. So when you are applying to graduate school, at least how to prepare for it, there are 3 ways to prepare for it. You have to prepare for it financially. You have to prepare for it mentally and physically. The reason why I put financially first, because graduate school is not cheap. Like, you have to really prepare for it financially, because once the grad school I went to, and it's different from my undergrad, we had to pay for books, and I was like, huh? I gotta do what? I didn't do this in undergrad because financial aid paid for it. And I'm like, no, you gotta pay for it. I'm like, huh? So just understanding the transition from that level to this level. Some people do go to grad school to the same school they went to undergrad, but I didn't want to do that at all. So I did have to adjust to change. So just being adaptable and adjust to change, especially if you go to a different university for graduate school. What else would I say? Yeah, so financially, things cost money. Book vouchers. Well, I did apply for book vouchers, so that did help. So like I said, things cost money. You have to pay for financially. Sometimes you may have to pay for like a code or something. So just having the finances for graduate school. I know I made a joke. I was like, if I had the finances, why would I go to graduate school? But yeah, that's a different story. So yes, preparing for it. Is it gone? Okay, I thought my camera was off. Yeah, so just definitely preparing for it financially. Another thing, preparing for it physically. You have to physically get yourself together That means put some things on pause in your life physically to go to grad school. So some grad schools now are online, but that's even still physical as well. And then you have some in person. And in some programs, not all programs, but some programs do require you to do an internship. And 9 times, maybe 10 times out of 10, that internship is not paid. So you have to physically prepare for stuff like that as well. Physically prepared to, like, hey, if I gotta work another part-time job, let me go ahead and do that. If I have to do DoorDash or Uber Eats on the side, let me do that. If I have to babysit some kids on the side, like, let me physically do whatever it is I gotta do, because that physical and that financial comes together on how to prepare for graduate school. Now, mentally, how do you prepare for graduate school? I do have a suggestion on how to prepare for graduate school. Hold on, let me get up here. So mentally, now I didn't really use this to prepare for graduate school because I got kind of late in the game. But I would say this has been helping me while I'm in graduate school. And this is a spiritual self-care book for Black women. But you could just get a spiritual self-care book anywhere, period. And this actually came from Amazon. But I would say mentally to prepare for it. Mentally, you're going to have your nights where you thought undergrad was tough, where you was up late. You're going to have your times where you're going to have to miss out on naps because you have to get this assignment done. You are going to have to, build relationships and, build those relationships with your cohorts because y'all going to have to help each other. Your cohorts are your classmates, for those who didn't know. So, mentally prepare yourself how, like, hey, I'm really going to hit some tough times and some challenges, especially because you, let's say, took a break, or you are no longer 22 years old, you're older, whatever, and just, I found it challenging trying to balance at one point in time, or a couple of points in times, balancing adulthood, graduate school, running my business, also still being a daughter, a sister, or a friend. Sometimes I felt at it. I've lost friends along the way. Like, I had a best friend. I don't leave friends alone. Like, I have lost some friends only because, like, graduate school kept me very busy. And, I have folks who understood that, hey, I'm not going to always be there physically, but I'm only a phone call away. But that wasn't always the case for some people. And there were times where, hey, I could not go out on weekends to do certain things because I am preparing for my future. And everyone just doesn't understand that. I don't know. They understand it, but I don't really think they understand and comprehend that. So you have to really mentally prepare for graduate school. It's like, hey, there's going to be times where that fun stuff I want to do, I can't do. But I would definitely highly suggest squeezing some type of, like, self-care in your, squeezing self-care some way, somehow. I know once a month for me, I do at least a self-care thing to myself. Self-care doesn't always have to be spending money. Sometimes self-care could be, hey, I'm going to have a weekend where I don't do anything. And I enjoy those weekends. Those weekends, I don't have video shoots. I don't do nothing. I just chill because I don't have weekends like that. A weekend could be where I just, go out clubbing, do some ratchet stuff, with the girls or whatever. Just any little thing. Or just, just hang out with family. So I would definitely say mentally be prepared to try to squeeze in some self-care in there. Find a way to squeeze in some self-care because self-care is very needed and very much important. Also too, to put consideration of graduate school, I'm a single person with no kids. So for folks who may have children, schedules are going to be, schedules are going to be adjusted a bit. So for those, because some of my cohorts are parents, a lot of us are non-traditional students, so there are some of my peers who are parents with children, teenagers, and schedules have to be adjusted. So for some folks, hey, if you're trying to think about going back to graduate school and you're like, hey, I have children, I'm telling you, it can definitely happen. It could definitely happen if that's something that you really want to do. That's something I feel like should be a conversation to have with your children. Like, hey, I'm about to go back to school, and just let you know some things may be a little bit different in this household. My schedule may be different. I may have this and that going on. So just letting your family know and being aware of what you have going on. I usually have to remind my mom consistently, hey, Mom, I'm in school. Hey, Mom, I have class. Like, I've told her so many times. I even screenshotted her my schedule, and she still forgets what I have going on. So just, at least having that communication with your family or even friends, just like, hey, just of how your schedule going to be. Another thing I would say as well to prepare for, you may have a decrease in income. You may not. Some people don't I'll be honest with you, I know I did, only because I still have like internship I have to do. I would say for some people who have strictly online classes and no internship, because I had some friends in graduate school, I don't really think they had a decrease in income. I can't really speak too much for them, but I know that they are still able to work their full-time jobs and go to school online. So everyone is different. You just really have to see what works for you and what don't work for you. Other than that, I think we are coming to an end to this video on how to prepare for graduate school. I do hope some of these tips and my life experience and story was helpful to someone. If you did find this video very, very helpful, please leave a comment below. Or if you are in grad school or already, you know, graduated from graduate school and you want to drop some tips down for someone who's looking to do their research in graduate school, drop the comments below. I remember every Friday at 12 noon I'm dropping new videos and content. If you like content like this where I talk about grad school, hey, definitely feel free to let me know. I will make more videos like this. I hope you say I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, feel free to share this video with anyone if you care, and I will see you guys next Friday 12 noon. Bye. Look, I need you to move. My chair already broke into. Move. I'm tired of going through this with you. Okay, this relationship is toxic. Okay, you got to move. There, get you some help. See, and you're trying. Do you see? Look. I'm tired of this. Okay, I'm trying to record this video and you're messing it up. Stop it. Move. I'm not playing with you. Move. I was gonna come in.